Well, I've always been somebody, at least for the last 15 or 20 years, that's been a regular gym attending person, and my cardio regimen at home is one that I'm regular with and have been for a long time. What I found, however, is that I fundamentally hated lifting weights. So I would gravitate away from it as much as I possibly could in the gym. And then the weights that I did do, I'd wind up doing weights that were not the least difficult and therefore were the least productive for me, and I was sort of avoiding the outcome of you know, the pain, the stress, the burden, etc. But I fundamentally knew that as I was getting older, I needed to build strength, and for me, it's not curls for the girls. It's building my back, it's building my abdomen, my chest, my legs, because my goal is to be a 75-year-old man that can go hiking with his children. And so the reason why I joined a gym that has a personal trainer, regardless of which one that it is because my own self-motivation to lift is not there. So I need somebody to drive it. And that's why I'm somebody who is well tuned to the idea of a personal trainer. Working with trainers is, for me, maybe not for everybody, critical for me staying on track, because I am a low motivation weightlifter. So I am somebody who must be driven to it, because again, I get the value of it. I want to be the 75-year-old guy who can actually go hiking with his kids. And unless I maintain my strength building during this critical period of my life, which I'm now in my 40s, where a lot of men and women lose a lot of their body mass starts to degrade. You know, you're at the peak of your life already, and so you're physically, it's much harder to maintain your strength and fitness. And so clearly it's critical for me. I am a voracious eater, and it's probably my fundamental weakness, and David Dubail's biggest disappointment with me is that I make no bones about it. I eat what I want to eat when I want to eat it. So what he's done is he's adapted to me, and so what he's given me is an opportunity to be bad on some days, be good on other days, but basically during the week I follow essentially what he's guiding me to do, which is I'm going to do my shakes and my bars. I realize the importance of keeping my metabolism up. But the one thing that he's done for me, which no doctor has done so far, and I find it interesting, is by taking the vitamin supplements, the Shaklee. I don't know much about it except I started reading it afterwards. I haven't had a cold in 6 months, and I am notoriously sick. Every other month I catch a cold. And so I want to sort of buy stock in the company or figure out who they really are, and I better look on their investor link on their website, because I think they're a pretty darn good product. Is the investment worthwhile? It's a very personal question, so I'll only answer it as to me. If the question is the weight training worthwhile? Absolutely yes. If the answer is whether the nutritional supplement and the vitamin program that I'm on here is worthwhile, absolutely 100%. But I want to explore both with you for a second, because as I look at it, they are not necessarily things that you have to do together, but for me, I have found the synergy of them to make me feel much healthier. But I would say, if somebody is on a budget, lift the weights, because it is the strength building that keeps your body fat down, that keeps your health up. That means you're not getting back pain at age 40, which a lot of my friends have. Their bellies are really starting to get completely out of control. Their lives are beginning to unravel, and when you look at what the fast forward is to people that are 50, 60, and 70 that do no exercise whatsoever, you get right away that if you wind up spending $250 a month and it keeps you in perfect physical condition, I bet you many people would take that deal on the front end. So if you view it as I do in a purely economic analysis, it's an investment for me, because I am not self-motivated. I will not go to one of those mega gyms and pay $25 a month and train myself. It will never happen. So I realize I must do this for me, and for me it has been a really beneficial investment. So I'm glad that I've done it, and I'll continue to do it for as long as I can. It's an environment where you're around bright, funny people who are all here to be serious. And it's one of the things I look forward to, you know, the 2 times a week that I come. I mean, Sometimes 3 times a week even I work out. And so, you begin to see, because you follow a schedule. So, if you're the 7 o'clock evening Tuesday, Thursday guy and 10 o'clock in the morning Saturday guy, you begin to see the same people and you really enjoy it. But that's just part of life. I mean, if I belonged to, the Glee Club, I would enjoy being with those people, I'm sure, as well. But these are folks that have the same things in common with you, and so it's a little bit self-motivating, and you see how they're doing, and it's quite encouraging, and, it's good, clean, fun, healthy.